The stark volcanic plug of Elaman Right stands out in clear early morning haze. Behind it are a range of basalt peaks, which are also the remains of the violent eruptions that gave the Atacor Mountains their jagged skyline. See? It's a big mountain there. The river once flowed through this wadi in the Tassali Mountains, carving out the sandstone and carrying away debris to the plains below. These petrified tree trunks found at the Go in the southern Sahara date from the time of luxuriant tropical forests 100 million years ago. After the trees fell and sank into the soft ground, their branches decayed, but the thick trunks absorbed silica with underground water, solidified and were entombed by the surrounding sediments turned to rock. After many millennia, they were exhumed by the erosive forces of wind and water. See there? Fingers of sand reached into the Wanyanga Syria, a salt lake 120 miles southeast of the Tibesti Mountains. Thousands of years ago, the lake was much larger and was fed by a river whose delta has long since turned to dry sand. When the river ceased to flow, the lake began to evaporate. Its sandstone islands foreground became encrusted with salt, and it was left unprotected from the wind-blown sand that may one day be completely smother it. These can look like the fingers on your hand. See here? Two hunters from prehistory dominate the smooth eroded wall of a shallow cave in the Tassali Plateau. Arrowheads and bones, relics of the chase thousands of years ago, may still be found on the sandy floors of shelters such as this. See? That's a cave drawing. A woman of 5000 BC bears markings like the decorative scars of some tribesmen today. See? Look at all those scars. This antelope is painted in the solid color of the early Saharan style. See? A crudely drawn leopard is seen in the apparent pursuit of an ostrich. That reminds me of the Lion King on Broadway. Comment below if you've seen the Lion King on Broadway. Elephants were once common, and this engraving indicates, but their huge food needs to be put them at a disadvantage when desiccation began. On some rock faces in the Tassili Plateau, different styles have been painted over each other, providing a clue to the sequence of periods in Saharan life. In the picture below, the pair of Negroid hunters and the crude paintings from the earliest period have been partly covered with finely detailed mouflon, reflecting the transition to the style of the succeeding age, with its sophisticated scenes of herding life. Right. The replacement of the Sahara's early hunters by herdsmen is marked by the appearance of domestic animals from the rock art of the Tassili below from about 4000 BC. Sheep and goats were depicted in upland caves, and cattle were painted almost everywhere, especially in the valleys, which must then have been carpeted with grass. These herds provided the basis for the golden age of Saharan life over leaf. See? And look at this. In this pastoral scene from over 3,000 years ago, women cook or chat and children play beside a hut drawn in section to show its content. See? These are the children, and these are the women cooking. And these are like cattle or whatever they are. And this is a hunting scene, overpainted with cattle, captures the good times of the herding period. See? This is a hunt. A hunter and his dog follow a trail. A hunter throws his javelin while dogs corner a wounded buffaloon, one of the hardy animals that survived in the increasingly harsh Sahara. I'm gonna kill that beast. Crumbling sandstone cliffs at the edge of the plateau. Acacia thorns. Ew. When you step on one, it's like stepping on a Lego. Ugh. I heard my friend Chad Zuber once stepped in one once. Ugh. Water eroded ravine. Fringe-toed lizards. Cluster of puffballs. Whoosh. Food for scavengers. Ooh, look at that poor animal.